Sushma Shetty. I'm your physics lecturer. I hope all of you are fit and fine at home. You know, students, due to COVID-19 pandemic, okay, our country is suffering a lot and we have been locked down. Okay, so most of the schools, or almost not most, you can see almost all the schools in our country has been closed down. But Gurukula PU College has given a very good opportunity for you in means of your online classes. So you must take a very good advantage of this kind of opportunity. Students, and not only that, we will have a very good connections in during our teaching times. So, and this should not be limited in our classroom, but also it should be other. Suppose if you are having any problems and regarding to your subject matter, okay, if you have any doubt, any queries, we are there available to you anytime, and you can send your doubts in that your WhatsApp group or a message. Okay, so and my advice to you is I recommend you students that you try to uh, read as much book as possible. I'm not talking in terms of the subject of a difficulty level, but try to read books of the simple and easy level so that the reading habits will be cultivated among you. Okay, so that you can have the habits of reading and writing, so that it will be and essentially throughout such kind of habit will be maintained. So, and students, don't stress yourself too much. We are there. Okay, so if you have any problems, any doubts, we will be there for you. If you have faced any kind of a problems related to your subject matter, we will lead you. Okay, so once again, I welcome you all, and we will hoping to see you soon in the class. Till then, stay at home. Okay, so let us start with our topics. So the topics that you have in your first PUC syllabus. So students, you have most of the topics have been already you have studied in your earlier classes. Yes. So like we have, you have also studied means from the primary you have been studying the subject of science, but you did not had that much of differentiation between physics, chemistry, and biology. But later on, as you moved on to the higher and higher classes, it was made. Okay, so that science subjects was differentiated into the three different subject matter. Okay, so by now you are aware of how to differentiate the how which topics are under physics, which topics will come under chemistry, and which topics under biology. So this we all have is the natural sciences. Okay. So students, here you have already studied about the topics in your earlier classes. Okay. Now here in the first PUC syllabus, what you have is you are going to study, means we are going to carry that topics in little higher mode. Okay. And the till now you know about the basics. So whatever you have finished studying till now, you have known about your basics. Okay. So these basics are essential for us in order to carry to your further studies. Right? Now, and one more thing over here is you will come across some other topics which you have not yet encountered, means you have not studied yet. So we are going to see which kind of a topic, and hence what we do is try when I write the list of the topics that you have, you try to analyze, you try to make a list like which topics you have already studied and which other new concepts to you. Okay, so it is your duty also to see, and also don't try to forget your basics. So just recall. Okay, if you have your textbook, your old books, any kind of materials if you are having, so try to read that. Okay, so that your basics are never to be forgotten. And remember, your basics are only the one which has been carried forward. Okay, so what I do here is now let me write the topics that you are having in your first PUC syllabus in physics. Okay, so first topic that we have over here is physical world. Okay, so I have this is my first chapter that you are going to have. So I am going to list the topics that you have. This is a physical world. Second one is your units and measurements. Okay, so this is the second chapter that you are having. Third one is okay. So this is your one particular unit. Then second unit is something called as a kinematics. So in kinematics, you will have two chapters: motion in straight line. Okay, and fourth one is motion in a plane. Okay, so these two topics which you will have in as a one unit itself, which comes under kinematics. Then next you have fifth chapter you have is a laws of motion. You remember laws of motion? Yes, laws of motion. The famous laws, that is the Newton's laws of motion. Yes, very good. Here, what you have here is you have already come across the laws of motion in your earlier classes. Then, next one, okay, you have work, power, and energy. Okay, so actually here we have two parts. Okay, part 1 and part 2 we are having. Okay, so the chapters which I have listed over here, this comes under your part 1. Okay, then seventh one which you have is a rotational motion. Rotational motion and system of particles. Okay, then the next chapter you have eighth one is a gravitation. Okay, so these are the eight chapters you will be. These are the eight chapters that you will be having in your part one. Okay, this is your part one syllabus. Okay, and I will give you part two syllabus also. Okay, so we will continue with that. So ninth one, okay, ninth one you have mechanical properties of solids. Okay, next you have is a mechanical properties of a solids. Then chapter 10 is mechanical properties of a liquid. Yes, so this is your 10th chapter. 11th chapter is thermal properties of matter. Then chapter 12 you have thermodynamics. Then chapter 13 is kinetic theory of gases. I know students, some of the concepts are new to you. Okay, so slowly as we go chapter wise, you will understand. Okay, then chapter 14 is oscillations and chapter 15 is waves. Okay, so these are the chapters that you are going to have in your first PUC syllabus in physics, subject of physics. So these are the part 1 topics, chapters. Okay, so instead of calling topics, these are the chapters. You will have 8 chapters in part 1 physics, and in part 2 physics you have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chapters in your part 2 physics. Okay, now here let me give me a small summary of each of the chapters so that there is no confusion. Okay. So here for the first one which you have is a physical world. Now in that chapter, first chapter, now our subject is physics, isn't it? Okay. So we have to know something about physics. Since we don't know, we are not, you have studied about physics, but actually what the meaning of physics is not at known. Okay, not being clearly known. Okay, by some of you. Of course, some of you all will know it. Okay, so let us know that in a detail about the physical world and what is physics, what is the scope of physics. Okay, how this has influenced the technology. Okay, so how it has been related to physics is related to your technology and your society. Okay, so what are the main changes? Okay, what are the changes that have taken place over the years in, okay, due to the concept, okay, whatever has been, what are the achievements have been achieved. Okay, so this all, or what are the discoveries which has been discovered by the scientists in the physics. Okay, so that we are going to see. Of course, we are not going to see all the discoveries and we are not going to see the history of it, but we are going to just study about the basic of what is physics and what is the scope of physics and how it is been related to your natural laws. That is your some of the physical laws also you will have over here. Okay, so that is about the first chapter. Okay, and you may have already studied about some kind of a forces. So in there we are going to see about the fundamental forces of nature also. Yes. Now next chapter, that is we are having a units and measurements. Yes. Now what do you mean by units and measurements? Okay. So you might have heard about units. Okay, measurement means when you estimate a particular value. Okay, suppose if you want to measure a length, if you want to estimate what is the length of that, so scale you are going to take and you are going to measure it. Simple. If you want to weigh a mass of that, so weighing machine you are going to do. So in here we have to know about, you know that in physics we will have some of the physical quantities. Okay, so this physical quantities definitely is going to have some units also. Okay, so here, and since has a unit, so we have to define them in terms of the dimensions. Okay, then we are going to see what is the dimensions also. Okay, so you remember about, you have already seen about, studied about MK system, CGS system, SI units that we write for a different physical quantities. For example, I'll give you a force. Okay, so force, like it will have a unit. If I ask you what is the unit of force, very well you will tell me that it is Newton. Yes, correct. Okay. Similarly, we are going to see what are the different units. Okay. And we are going to see the dimensions. Okay. Now, you remember till now you might have studied about many formulas. Okay. Formulas you have come across, whether it is maybe in terms of force, whether it is maybe in terms of energy, whether it may be in terms of work, but we don't know whether it is dimensionally it is correct or not, whether the formulas which has been laid, whether it is really right or not. So for that we are going to see the concept of dimensional analysis. Okay, so using that dimensional analysis we are going to see whether the formula is consistent or not. Okay, So that we have in case of units and measurements. And also we are going to study about errors. Okay. Now what is this errors? Errors is like suppose if one try to do an experiment, fine, and he does not get the correct value, but he don't know what is the theoretical value. Tries to do one more times the experiment, but gets the value to the precision to that of the value which he had to obtain. Means he wanted to get it. So what he does is tries and tries so that he or she tries to get the accurate value over here. So in this case, errors means what is the errors? You are moving towards the correct precision, that is your accuracy. Okay, so we are going to see how the errors can be encountered. Okay, so here you will also hear about positive addition, subtraction. Okay, in terms of errors. Okay, not in terms of mathematics. In terms of errors, we are going to study. Then the third chapter is about the motion in a straight line. Now, motion in a straight line, like some of the concept I told you that already you have studied in your lower classes. Okay, motion in a straight line. If we come to that chapter, okay, you won't find so much of difficulty because you have already studied the concept in your earlier classes. Okay, so which concepts comes over here? So the concept that comes here is like related to your displacement, related to your distance. Okay, if you have distance, displacement will come. Then about the velocity, then about the acceleration. Okay, then about the momentum. So there we are going to find out this. Okay, so here we will study about something called as a uniform motion and something called as a non-uniform motion. Okay, slowly you will understand it. Then the next one which you have is a motion in a plane. For a motion in a plane, you remember if you have attended your some of you all have attended the bridge course. Okay, so in the first bridge course, the topic which I had taken about the vectors and scalars. Okay, so in the motion in a plane, we are going to study about some concept about vectors. Okay, addition of vectors, subtraction of vectors. Okay, multiplication of vectors. This is all we are going to see, and how the vectors which can be resolved. Okay, so it can be resolved into components. So here we are going to move on to, now we are studying in terms of two dimensional. Remember this we are studying in terms of the two dimensional along the xy plane. Okay, and for this one, okay, for a straight line we are going to see the graphical representation. Means how the velocity changes with respect to time, how displacement changes with respect to time. That is all we are going to see in terms of the graphs. Okay. So now also in the motion of a plane, you remember like a example of a parabolic. Okay, we are going to study about some structures. Okay, like what is the path which is being traced when a batsman hits the ball. So it is a parabola. So we are going to measure over there how much distance the ball will move, or ball will be moving, or how much height the ball will be covered. That all examples we are going to take and we will see in the motion in the plane. That topic we have is a projectile motion. Yes. Then next, let us move on to this one. Fifth chapter is about the laws of motion. Okay. So laws of motion is, now till here you have very well studied about the mechanics. Mechanics means about the motions. Okay. That is when you have object which is changes its position, changes its dimension. Okay. We know we call it as to be in motion. Okay. So here laws of motion. Now when we are talking about physics, definitely we will have some laws will be laid down. Okay. So we will have to know which are the laws. Okay. So very much you are familiar with the Newton's three laws of motion. Yes or no? Newton's first law, Newton's second law, and Newton's third law of motion. Okay. So here in laws of motion, once again you will have the laws of motion, but here you will have equations, you will have derivations are there. Okay, so you remember whatever concepts that you have studied in your earlier classes, there you studied about the theories, but in your PUC level, we are going to derive the equations. Okay, there you have studied the formulas. Here we will derive the equations. Fine. Now, then we'll also study about something called as a momentum, and we'll also study about the laws of conservations. Okay, some conservations laws also going to be studied over here, like linear momentum. Okay, conservation of energy I have already studied. Yes or no? Okay. Energy can either be created nor it can be destroyed. It can be transferred from one form to another form. Okay. So that whole energy of the system or whole energy of the universe remains constant. Okay. So that we are going to see in the laws of this law you have already studied, but we are going to see other laws also. Then, sixth chapter that you have is work, power, and energy. The word itself, chapter also, the name of the chapter itself will tell you that what it is related to. Yes, it is related to your work, energy, and power. All these three are interrelated to one another. Okay. So, to study, to know about work, you have already studied about the force. Okay, you have already studied about the force, and this force is being related to your work. Work is related to your energy, and work is also related to your power. Of course, work and energy will also be related to your power. So we'll see how these three are interrelated to one another. And of course, energy means already studied about kinetic energy, potential energy. Okay, so these are the you have the two mechanical forms of energy that we have. Okay, so we are going to study it with the various different examples. Okay, yes. Then the chapter 7 is about rotational motion and system of particles. This seventh chapter, it is little bit different. Okay, little bit different from what you have studied. Okay, so till here we have studied about the when a particle is being moving in the linear motion. Yes, but now in the case of the rotational motion, we are going to see the particles which is moving in the rotation. Okay, so here for linear motion, how we will have velocity, acceleration, momentum. Similarly, when you have particles when it is moving in the rotational motion or in a circular motion, you remember when a body is been moving in a circular motion, the particles which are inside it also will be moving. Okay, so there we will see what is that actually in that. Okay, and we'll see about something in terms of the rigid body. Yes. Then that is about the rotational motion and the system of particles. You will also have some new concept also will arise here. Then of course gravitation. Okay, you are very much familiar with the gravitational force of attraction. Okay, that is the Newton's discovery. You remember about the examples of a falling of. Okay, so similarly, you have your gravitational force of attraction. It is attraction which is been present, attraction or repulsion, which will be present between the two objects. So we will study that gravitational law is said to be universal constant. Okay, we will study not in terms of the small one. Okay, we are going to see in terms of the larger, that is in terms of planets. Okay, so this will cover up with our part 1. Then in part 2, that is the mechanical property. Okay, part 2 will start with the mechanical. Now this all is something new to you. Okay, except like thermodynamics you have already seen. Okay, it is related to your heat. Okay, so this one you have already somewhat you know the concept of this one. Oscillations also, waves also. So something new to you over here is mechanical properties of the solid. Okay, like mechanical, there you will have some change in the pressure, some change in the force. Okay, some properties of the solids also changes. Okay, so in this one, this will tell you which are the properties that will change when you have certain physical components or quantities which has been changed over here. So let us see that. Okay, here we study about stress, strain. Okay, now it is for you little difficult for you to understand. Okay, if I tell you that stress, strain. So when we go slowly one by one, you will understand it in a very easier way. Then mechanical properties and mechanical properties of solids and mechanical properties of liquid. Here we are studying about solids. Similarly, we are going to see for the liquids. You remember now if I tell you like some of the forces which are arising in case of a solids, that will be very much familiar to you. You may say that it is a force, external force which will be applied somewhere, changes some of the properties of the solids. Yes, very well. Similarly, when you have some changes, okay, when you have physical components, some changes are there, then also you will have some properties of the solid, like which kind of forces arise when you have solids and liquids are in contact, which force, okay. You remember about the example and give you of the like some materials that have like a wood, okay. So you will have when it is placed inside, when the wood is being placed inside water, why it floats, and why does not sink. So all that why question we are going to study in that chapter. Okay, that is the mechanical properties of solids and liquids. Okay. Then next one which you have is a thermal properties of matter. Okay. For thermal properties of matter, okay, first we'll study about the thermodynamics. Thermodynamics here, let me explain to you this one. First, I will tell you this one. Thermodynamics is the one which is related to your heat and temperature. Okay, so it is related to your heat and temperature. And so here we are going to study about some of the laws. You will have first law, second law, third law. Okay, all these laws, first law, second law, zeroth law, which are going to study over here. I have also explained some of the laws in your some of the concept in the bridge courses also. So that was just a basic concept. We are going to study it in more detail here. Then thermal properties means how heat transfer takes place. Okay, what is the thermal expansions? How it affects the specific capacity? All that we are going to see in the thermal properties of matter. Okay. Then kinetic theory is the one which is related to your uh, behavior of the gases. Okay, behavior. How now here we are studying about solids, liquids. Then why we have to leave the gases? So here also we are studying about some behavior of that of the gases also. Okay, so we will see like it is related to your pressure, volume, what changes, energy. What is the energy related over here? Okay, so that we are going to see in the gas in terms of the gas molecules. Then this one is your oscillations. Remember you have studied about the chapter sound. Okay, you have already come across something called as a waves. Okay, sound is a form of a longitudinal wave. Okay, so here we are not sticking to that much only. We will move into little complex, higher concepts also. That is about the waves. These two are interrelated. Oscillations will be related to the periodic motions over here. Okay, so don't get confused. Okay, so we will go chapter wise, students, and you will understand it in a easier way. Okay, so we will go if we go in a chapter wise, step by step. It is easier for you. Now you will be little bit confused. Okay, but don't worry. We'll make it in a simpler way. Okay, so we'll continue. We'll start with the next our chapter in the next class. Thank you, students.